Hello, everybody. A very warm welcome to another session of learning. Today, I would like to continue what we had discussed in the previous session. The topic of discussion was untouchability is worse than slavery. This has been prescribed for the fourth semester BSc Conflations text for the Bangalore North University. Continuing further, we come to know that the system of social stratification in India was very detrimental for the progress and growth of the untouchables. It was a very unequal kind of a system, and in this essay, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar makes a very analytical study of the two concepts. One is the slavery system, which was predominant in the other part of the world, and in the eastern part of the world here, in the Hindu society, we find the system of untouchability a very depressing one, which upsets the level playing field for anybody. Coming to the topic here, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar says that in our society there is no scope for vertical mobility. A person who is born as an untouchable has to live, work, and die as an untouchable. There is no vertical mobility. There is no scope for progression for an untouchable. He says that once an untouchable, always an untouchable. This was the system which was prevalent, and honestly, which is prevalent today also in very remote and interior parts of our country. And now, coming to the other differences, he finds that the other difference is that untouchability is an indirect and therefore the worst form of slavery. Untouchability is certainly an indirect form of slavery and a deprivation of man's freedom. A man's freedom is lost because his progression is completely tied down, and the society is closed to this untouchable person. It makes the slave sometimes conscious of his enslavement, and to become conscious of slavery is the first and foremost important step in the battle for freedom. But if a man is deprived of his liberty, indirectly he has no consciousness of his enslavement. Untouchability, therefore, is an indirect form of slavery. And to tell an untouchable that you are free, you are a citizen, and you have all the rights of a citizen, and to tighten the rope in such a way as to leave him no opportunity to realize the ideal is a cruel deception, according to Dr. Ambedkar. So, Ambedkar here tries to make an analysis of what is the system of slavery. He says that, see, it is the enslavement without making the untouchable conscious of their enslavement. The untouchable here is not conscious of his enslavement, but he is made a kind of a slave to further the interests of the Hindu society. Therefore, it is a slavery, and though it is untouchability, it is real, it is definitely a very inhuman practice. It is very enduring because it is very enduring because it is beyond doubt one of the cruel practices which has been perpetuating for many centuries. And Dr. Ambedkar very clearly says that the slavery or untouchability, both these concepts definitely upset the free social order and definitely provide an unequal playing field to the untouchable and to the slave. And Ambedkar is very empathetic. He says sometimes that slavery is far better than untouchability. Slavery is 100 times much better than untouchability. Because here a slave has a lot of room for freedom. A slave definitely gets better education because the master who keeps the slave for himself is very particular that his slave has to be skilled, so that a skilled slave is more valuable in the slave market rather than an unskilled slave. So, here, as you know, the slave has all the advantages when compared to an untouchable. Because a slave can be given education, a slave is trained in particular skills, and a slave definitely has a far better chance of getting skill and education, kind of. So obviously untouchables are at a disadvantage when it comes to the comparison between a slave and an untouchable. So here Ambedkar says it has the untouchables are a very deprived lot, and the slavery system here has a certain edge over the untouchable systems. And slavery has a kind of what is called as apprenticeship in business or in art. The slaves do a kind of apprenticeship because they are sort of trained for a particular skill, especially the young slaves, and they are very assured of their bread and butter because it is the duty, the job of the master to find the employment for his slave. He finds a particular task or a particular work which is beneficial to him and which assures um, a regular supply of bread and butter to his slave. So here the slave is kind of assured of his bread and butter, and he need not worry about what is there for tomorrow. And the master also takes care of the health of the slave because the slave is a kind of an income producing organism or a machine for the master. Unlike untouchables, who are definitely not owned or who are definitely not being taken care of by the upper caste Hindus, the untouchables have to fend for themselves. They have to work, and there is no assurance of their bread and butter. Rather, there is always a very grave chance of their being thrown out of the society for various reasons. The untouchables are kept at a distance. So, untouchability is definitely far inhuman practice when it comes to a comparison between untouchability and slavery. Untouchability, as you know, it has no security, and there's no livelihood. There is no guarantee of a livelihood in untouchability. And the upper caste Hindus have taken all the advantage of this social disorder. So, having a quick recap about today's session, as you all know that the untouchables, there is no vertical mobility for them, and they have no entry into any kind of civilization or any kind of cultural practice in our country. The untouchables are barred, they are kept apart, and both these systems, untouchability and slavery, they are definitely detrimental to any free social order. And when it comes to the matter of economics or business, the untouchable is definitely at a disadvantageous position compared to the slave, because the master takes lot of interest in giving skills to the slave and getting employment and even taking care of the health of the slave. With that, I conclude today's session. Thank you for your patient listening.